Hello dear teacher, today we're going to watch another video where we'll learn how to deal with the test lessons. A test lesson is free for a student, and during such lesson he can get acquainted with his future teacher and find out his style and mode of instruction. Test lessons are given to you by school managers, and you will receive a special notification about such lessons by email. In the letter, there will be a link to your page in your personal account, which you can see right now on the screen. You can also get here by clicking Schedule on the main page of your personal account. The link is in the upper right corner of the page. Let's go into the question in large. Here you see all test lessons suggested by our school. In this case, you have two suggested test lessons with Hariton and Ivan. You can check the details of your test lessons by following the appropriate link, Details. Here you see the student's goals, which he has indicated in his personal account, as well as his interests. Sometimes our managers write some extra information about a student, and you can also read it here. Unfortunately, in this situation, our managers didn't mention anything. Here you can accept a test lesson by clicking I agree or I don't agree. If you click that you agree, the system will store this information and will send an email to the student that it is you who will be his teacher during the test lesson. He will hit you up and will be waiting for you. So, now shall we go to the main page of the personal account and watch closer what has changed in it. First, you see the block Weekly Schedule, where now you can find this test lesson. We'll get back to it later. And now we are going to examine the upper block, Your Next Lesson. It's a yellow block just at the top of your personal account. It shows you time and day of your next lesson. What information can we get from this block? Well, first of all, these are the date and day of the week of your lesson. We can also see the time, the type, in this case it's a test lesson, the average time of such lesson, in this case it's about 20 minutes, your student's name, and his Skype and email address. The interesting function of the personal account is that you can call your student by Skype exactly from your profile. You don't have to wait until the person adds you to his contact list. You know, there are sometimes problems with adding people because they just don't see your request. That's why here you can simply click on the student's Skype name in your personal account and we will launch the application. After that, you must click on Launch the application and Skype will automatically deal up the student's profile. Let's examine the second block of this page. It's a weekly schedule. In this case, you see in this block all lessons you've planned on this week. Here we have only one lesson. When you have more lessons, you will see them all here. Now let's see what you should do after you have given the test lesson. After any test lesson, you should enter your personal account to mark the results. So we are on the main page of our personal account and we see a new block, History. Here you've got all recent lessons that have no status. You can see the date of such lesson, day of the week, its time, the student's name, and also the type of the lesson. Here we've got a test lesson. In the next field, you may mark the status of the test lesson. We have 3 statuses for any of them. Let's cover them one by one. First, the second, and the third status. The third status is for cases when you have missed the lesson for some reason or another. For example, you've got problems with the internet connection or the like. Then you should write down this reason in a special field. We use it for statistics. The second status is used when it's your student who has missed the lesson. In this case, you should answer 2 questions and write a short comment on this field if you know the reason your student was absent or you understand that. Once more, all the information will be later analyzed by our specialists. And the last status in the most pleasant. As well, you can mark the student's level within 3 language skills areas. Those are communication, reading, and grammar. It is very important that you fill up the form as accurately as possible because it provides the basis for generated report that will be shown in his personal account. Thanks largely to this report, the student decides whether to continue his studies with you or not. Also, you should fill all in 4 fields in the right side of the screen. What teacher do you recommend for this student? How much time a week should he spend on his studies? What level does he need to take and what course is preferable for him? Communication or preparation to an international exam. The course is generally chosen according to the student's wishes. Also, here's a clear field where you can write a comment for the student. But remember that the student will definitely see it in his personal account, so please be careful and attentive while leaving it. After filling up the form, you should press Save. The form will be saved in your personal account and a copy will go to the student. He will receive an email inviting him/her to go to his personal account and look through the test marks. After that, he will decide whether to continue his studies or to choose something else.